in the glue. They already have the Matilda and Rafaela together. So it is a go. Wait, was that a
It's
grog?
Alice.
It was a glue and an Alice. Told you.
Yes, you told me. Pretty on point with your predictions so far, Mr. Renmar, the esports reptar. On Twitter, Facebook, and anywhere in social media, by the way. Quick plug.
What's with the plug?
Hey, that's a quick plug, man. Come on. As
that's a surprise.
Kilowatt with the bomb.
Along with the Popol and Koopa and Farsa, they have the high. They have actually, with what they have on their side lanes, that's a high possibility for Execration to roam, crowd control, burst down, all across the map. The sustain for Execration is the winning component of their lineup. And then in the late game, they'll scale incredibly well, but then MLBB will be able to stand toe-to-toe with that.
With that being said, I'm going to stand because this is going to be one hell of a fight for Aura to force game number 4. As we enter game number 3, the match point in the series for Execration. It's all or nothing here. And Chapter's getting a little bit of harassed with Popol and Koopa. Just a little bit.
Greed's rotation here is going to be key for MLBB, along with if Benny Cutie can have a good go at his lane. In terms of the damage, I feel like the Balmond can dish out a fair bit more over the glue. But in terms of the sustain, the glue just might be too much to handle for the Balmond at the later portions of the game. We're going to be looking at how Kilowatt is going to be building this out. And MLBB, look at that, Kilowatt, just going for the backline cut. Renju's bringing him down just a bit, but then he'll be able to heal through it. But here comes Execration.
Yeah, KLVJ and Antamax will be joining in on the fight. The Wisps are dishing out a lot of damage, and there's no doubt Kilowatt is going to go down as first blood on the side of Renzo. Meanwhile, top side is being mirrored by Aura, but Chakno and Kara, they're relatively safe. Not shape.
Yeah, they can be your shape as well. But here comes Greed, the rotation! Let's see if he'll be able to deal enough damage to take someone down. Benny Cutie almost did onto Kelra, but Chakno able to get the holy healing out just in time.
They are still safe. Lord Hades joining in on the fight. We'll go for Chaknu here on this Rafaela. Relatively squishy, but not enough just yet.
This is Execration's version of the ultimate bonding experience. The strategy made famous by Blacklist International. Lord Hades and MLBB, yep, Mirren. They're just applying a lot of pressure topside. They need to do this against that gold lane.
The damage onto Benny Cutie, the flicker as well will get stopped. There goes the Tempest of Blades. Last hit by Chaknu. Here comes the Feather Airstrike by Greedo as well. Beautiful use by the Wings to assist in securing that kill.
And now Execration have already started off the turtle, but KLVJ will be forced to reset this. MLBB will be able to respond, and they'll be able to take this themselves. Execration might be a little bit too risky for them to contest it at this point. Actually, they won't be able to. They're way too far. Great rotation there by MLBB. Renzo, though, up next.
He's going to get taken out, no doubt, but I really thought that Renzo would have that slight frame advantage to get that last hit. That would have been crazy.
Like, over a retribution, a glue, just like a smack.
Split. That's not what it sounds like.
That sounds like that's a much better glue impression than your impression earlier.
Earlier.
No, I mean you had it on another hero.
On another hero, but this is an impression by Execration, the top side, but Aura will be joining in. A circling eagle will connect onto Benny Cutie, and he gets the person as soon as he landed out. No air, that is the far more superior airstrike.
I was supposed to make the sound of a plane, but I ended up making the sound of a race car moving really fast. and again, it's the MLBB the beauty of the lineup with the Popol and Koopa, and then having the Farsa, high possibility to crowd control and burst down whatever lane you're going to be ganking here.
And what's the conditions that have to be met for Aura here to secure a game 4 for themselves?
Well, they have to keep making sure that Hades is free to farm. Benny Cutie needs help in the lane, which is what MLBB are doing. A lot of focus being put there because they're happy with the matchup of the Balmond versus the glue.
Goodbye, Kelra. Oh!
Wow.
The flowing blood keeps them alive. They didn't take in consideration that may happen. Their damage was just there. But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, KLVJ with the Blazing Duet will be able to take down Kilowatt. Finding victories elsewhere is what Execration has been doing for the entirety of the series. And they continue on with it.
And this is the game, really, where all the action will be in the most of it will be in the side lanes, as the mid laners of both squads will be too busy rotating around the map. They have the mobility to go around. Both have good ultimates to really just go into a lane and do that. Wave clear, be an instant, how do I say this, presence every time they show up. Now, the Clock of Destiny, I almost said Clock of Lollipop, and the Lollipop of Destiny as well. On Greed gets picked up around the 4-minute 20-second mark, so a little bit on schedule with that item pickup. And Aura-PH secured the turtle, so right now Aura-PH are doing things right. Although Execration are mirroring the movements of Aura-PH to be able to keep this close, because unsurprisingly they're having a tough time here in the early game, because this isn't the moment for them to really shine here. Though Aura-PH scales well into the late game as well, so in terms of the lineup that they have, it's quite 50-50. Total damage to heroes in Season 7 may exceed 2 million for Greed. He's getting real close.
Yeah, it's at 1.9, just 70,000 more. Am I right? Yeah, 70,000 more, give or take, in order for him to get that milestone unlocked for him. As I say that, top side, Aura has unlocked Kilra here. This is a dangerous load, no flowing blood. His ult will not be enough. He's gonna get Tempest of Blades out of there, but JP actually secures a kill for that.
Yeah, he could have used Flowing Blood to get out of there, but Benny Cutie was there just in time. He actually went right to where the Flowing Blood went and showed off. Even popped the ultimate, but he comes with the Circling Eagle. Greed gets taken down.
Chaknu is low. You expect that from the Rafaela. He is left alone. But again, Execration finding victories elsewhere.
And now, in terms of the gold, Aura-PH still in the lead. In terms of the jungler, farm 4.2 thousand for Lord Hades. Meanwhile, it's 3.8 for Execration's KLVJ. On the way to building that Demon Hunter sword. Just about to wrap that up. Meanwhile, the Endless Battle is what's on the eyes there for Lord Hades. Yeah, this is just what we're going to be seeing in the game for the next 4 minutes or so. At one point, Execration is going to hit a power spike for them to be able to handle the fights much better against Aura-PH. I mean, the Alice, along with the Matilda and the Rafaela, that'll just be a dangerous combo of sustain for Aura-PH to burst through.
And that is a dangerous feathered airstrike onto Chaknu and Netomax as well. They're forced back. They cannot contest the turtle here.
Yep. But not just yet. Aura-PH at this point, their burst damage is still superior to the sustain that Execration can dish. Let's give it like roughly 4 minutes or so until you can see Execration start to give this Aura lineup a hard time. But again, Iset will be on one KLVJ now, who just picked up the Demon Hunter sword. He's gonna be eyeing out the Golden Staff eventually. And then also the war. This series has just been a war non-stop for Kilowash and Renzo. They've always just been really busy with lane, and I think Kilowash is about to get ganked again because it's gonna be a mirror. Aura went topside, Execration went down bot.
And Aura, they want to secure the objectives here faster than what Execration has been doing.
Oh, they need to go back.
They do. They're already knocking on the doors. They're all falling back. KLVJ is nowhere near them, so the primary damage output really non-existent for Execration for this defense. He's going to be forcing the issue. Turn's going to go down. 7 minutes in the game. We're already in the base. This is kind of like what Execration did when they picked up the Faramis and the Bane, but you know that's a completely different story. They're going to trade it out for the bottom lane as well.
Yeah, Execration took way too long getting back there. The moment that they saw, like, they forced the issue with Kilowash, and Kilowash was able to hold lane well enough. K&K, man.
That is the Venn diagram of death. And they managed to secure that, but that's also a bigger Venn diagram there. Feathered Airstrike to force him out.
Not able to land on the key targets though, but Aura-PH are going to be incredibly happy with that push onto top side. Actually, my question now is Kilowash now going to turn his attention to that lane now that Renju switched up? Or will Aura-PH continue sending Kilowash down bottom lane while the rest of them put the focus onto the mid lane and the top? They can roam around as 4 and they just really wreak havoc in the turtle pits, the lord pits, and then in the mid lane as well, where they haven't broken down a tower just yet.
Well, they can focus all their attention on the mid lane. I feel like that has to be the case. At least open up the tier 1 turret just so that they can have a lot of priority in the jungle. Give Lord Hades more money, give him more items, and give him more firepower. And that's going to be the case. And starve KLVJ as much as possible. That has to be the game plan. They will secure the turtle for themselves here. Execration looking to contest this for themselves. Already in position, but KLVJ can reposition here. The BMI will be forced out. Greed is targeted here by Kelra. Wings by wings. Atomax chasing way too deep. Tempest of Blades will be used. Stop it. JP will take down Kelra. This is Execration being a little bit messy on that team fight. They have to fall back.
Yep, way too deep was that dive. Aura PH though, they could have gotten picked off by that, but then it was still inevitable that Aura would come out there on top as Benny QT wasn't there yet and he was in prime position to go for the gank. Execration though, it could have been worse. They handled that well. They decided to not give up on Kelra and cover him, which is a good decision. And now though, it's Aura PH who has their eyes set on this Lord.
And the Lord will be starting off the damage output being delivered by the Blazing Duet. Secures a double for KLVJ.
An instant turnaround. Benny QT could be up next. Already forced to use the power of Order Brilliance, and that is a massive swing. Benny QT tried to survive against Renzo. Will he get back? Yes, he did, but he's not gonna get taken out. He heals through it, but that is gonna be a Lord for Execration. KLVJ coming in big with a massive Blazing Duet. Etomax actually opened up that play because he hit that circling eagle right on the money. Forced Lord Hades back incredibly early, which is why Aura also had to back off.
And man, that has to be the swing that Exit wants. That play just shows how Execration really wants to secure this game for themselves. They want to secure their slot in the championships, the finals, and in the MSC. But they still have to contest against Aura, who still has the lane advantage in this game.
Lord marching down the middle lane. 10 minutes and 55 seconds. Could this be it? Can Execration finally make their way to the finals and at the same time do it with a 3-0. All their series this playoff so far has been 3-2, have gone the distance. But with the lead and the opening that they have found, it seems like Aura PH, it's going to be hard to make a comeback out of this.
Etomax, Chaknu, Kelra are on the sidelines, waiting for an opportunity for Aura to misstep themselves. Execration as well, pushing in the top side. We have Renzio looking for just for the tier 2 turret and Execration. They are knocking on the doors. They're not in a good spot here.
I think for Aura PH though, they have a good lineup to defend sieges. They have a lot of burst magic damage and the good crowd control as well to hold their base and to make sure that they don't get taken out or wiped out. It's going to be hard for Execration to push. It's going to take a fantastic entry by Etomax, Kelra, or KLVJ, or why not all of them all together at the same time just to force Aura PH back just to get down those inhibitors. They just have to make sure though that they don't get wiped out because Aura PH will have a high chance to push even deeper down into the mid lane depending on the minion wave status.
Here goes the Predator, trying to force him back. Kelra is going to be in the backline. Circling Eagle will not be available. He is not going to be committing it just yet. They're playing it safe as possible, just trying to chip down.
Kelra again!
He still went in and gets the kill on the Greed.
That's
gets
big.
The damage output on the Benecute as well. He's falling back. Chakno heals him up just enough.
Kelra not giving up on the play. The rookie, the hot-blooded rookie from Execration. My goodness, showing us that don't forget about me. A lot of y'all are saying Oheb is going to be Rookie of the Year. Let me make my case. My name is Kelra. Allow me to reintroduce myself. Total gold in Season 7 may exceed, can't read numbers right now, 600,000 for that.
And
for Kelra.
We're seeing Lord Hades and Aura trying to retaliate off of that, and they get a kill onto KLVJ. JP will get taken out by Etomax, and they're pushing forward. Etomax forcing fall back there. And there is no chance that Aura can still continue on this fight. Renzio is still pretty much healthy and alive. They want and need to fall back from here.
Execration. They have to be careful. We're sensing the hot-bloodedness, the eagerness to end this game and win this game. But Aura PH has a chance that they can still defend and turn this around and force a game number 4. The damage output on Benecute Lunox is something that you cannot avoid. You have to be careful to not take those hits. Reggio goes straight for the back line.
And he's doing a good job disrupting any further possible pushes in the mid lane. Important to note, Lord is spawning in 25 seconds. That is the most important objective of this game at this point.
Now, Greed will need to be will need to position himself really well because you know Kelra will not take it easy on him. If it looks like it is a risky play to dive it, Kelra will still take it. And one early stop on that Farsa can be the turnaround. One well-placed circling eagle from E to Max to force Hades on out of there might be the turnaround. Execration. They have the tools for surprise aggression in team fights to end it before it even starts or just as it starts.
That's the feathered airstrike used up top lane. We saw lane cuttings there to get a little bit more space for both of these teams, but important to note, Lord Hades is lying in wait. He is going to be rejoining the fight. Does have the Tempest of Blades. He's going to take it slow. He gets bursted out, forced to use the Tempest of Blades. Exactly! The Kelra! Kill VJ, jump in! Into the backlines, the Kelra secures the double off of that. Benny Cutie takes out Chaknu though, but it doesn't matter. Kill VJ is alive, and the backlines can go ahead and seal this. And that's Benny Cutie out as well. Kilowash and Greed, the only ones left alive here. This Lord is going to the side of Execration.
And Execration are going to be playing it safe. They're not going for it just yet. They can taste it. They can feel it. They can smell it. Victory is close, but they will be careful. They will get the Lord first. Ensure that push. Aura PH will have to play a defense. The defense of a lifetime to hold on to force a game number 4 and potentially make their way back into the grand finals to face Blacklist International. But the late game insurance key to victory being unlocked for Execration, it's working out incredibly well for them.
It's down to the wire. Thank God for Aura. We're not in the 20-minute mark. It could have been a completely different story if it was. Everybody's all alive right now. Lord will be spawning over in the mid lane, already halfway towards the base of Aura, and they need to make plays in the side lanes. We're seeing the pushes happening in the top and in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this will not be the end game push, not just yet. The Lord took way too much damage. It's just going to be Execration trying to get the inhibitors down first. That's one down. The top one's going to be low. No surprise if that goes down eventually. So the question now is Execration, will they force this issue now that the inhibitors are going to be gone? Now that they know Greed's feathered airstrike is getting easier to deal with now, actually. It's not as devastating as it could be because of the sustain that they have, because of the item build that they went for, building more magic resistance. Execration might just be able to end it here with another fantastic entry by Kelra, Itomax, or Kel VJ, but Aura, let's see if they can hold on.
With the split, goes for the stick onto JP, forcing them back. They're knocking on doors. Renzio's going to get taken out. He does have the immortality up and available. Kelra's going to dive in. He's not going to commit on that right now. And they're backing off. They're disengaging. They want to play it safe.
Yeah, they are going to be playing it safe. They're up against Aura PH. A team with great fundamentals. They'll know how to hold. They'll know how to defend. Execration cannot take them lightly, even though it's Aura with their backs against the wall. But they do have the lead, so that they can breathe a little bit easier compared to Aura PH. One game away for this squad to finally reach the finals for the first time and to potentially hashtag give Billy a trophy. Give Chaknu a trophy. Get Gel VJ his crown back. We've called him the king for so long, but he's been uncrowned for quite some time.
There is still a chance for the members of Aura to secure the crown for themselves if they manage to turn things around in this game. Now that begs to ask the question, what's the turnaround condition here for Aura?
For Aura, PH is going to be coming out of a defense or a massive Lord Steal. But then even if it's a Lord Steal, what are you going to give up? Can you bait out Kel VJ and Kelra early from using their abilities? Because if you do that and you're positioned really well, you'll be able to get away after stealing the Lord. There's still an incredibly high potential for Execration to get that turnaround punishment play onto Aura PH, wipe them out, chase them down, dwindle them down to 2 or 3 members left, and look at the numbers. 69.5%.
Nice.
For Execration to win this game. 30.3 for Aura PH. What are they going to do?
They're going to try to force the issue.
But
here goes the feathered airstrike. Greed's already low on HP. Being forced back. Kelra is not in position to go for the flowing blood. Renzio will go for the grab on the Kilowatt. Members of Execration are going to be joining in. They're going to disengage. Aura, smart call to not force the issue themselves.
35 seconds until that Lord spawns. Down to the wire. Aura Fire, what are you gonna do to hold on and make sure that this game and this series and your season won't end just yet? Execration again, because of the lineup that they have here, no matter what happens, Greed will be found out and he will be dived over and over again.
The minds of the people are asking the same question, man. Right now, how will Aura turn around? How will Execration secure this game? And this might just be a turnaround if they pick off Renzio. The damage output is there from Aura. Don't discount that fact. That's still the threat here that Execration has to face.
Yep, specifically Benny QT. If he can pull off a Benny QT DD play, just be absolutely surprising and devastating potentially for Execration to feel. But now Aura PH might be able to steal this Lord away from Execration.
Might. KelVJ is lying in wait in the brush. No information on him from the side of Aura. There goes Kelra jumping in, disrupting the supply lines and the back lines. Here comes the Federer strike as well. JP's going to be forced to flicker out in the backside. Kilowatt takes out Kelra. Kilowatt as well.
That's two down.
That's two down. And the Lord will be secured by Lord Hades. They turn it around and Execration they're knocking on the doors.
That's a triple kill.
That's a triple, but look at where
Hades is. Hades needs to get back.
He needs to cut the lanes.
Kilowatt is there. Let's see if he'll have the wave clear.
He's gonna do it.
Hades is cutting the wave. Kilowatt is trying to hold on.
He's gonna clear the wave as much as possible. KelVJ needs to fall back.
There's 1 minute left.
There's 1 minute and only 1 minute left. Philippines, do you believe? Execration secures their slot in the finals for the first time in their careers.
Execration! They are now our second representative for MSC.